Here on a Thursday morning, 7:30 morning, and we are with Mike Brady here.
January 12th.
January 12th.
2023.
Yep. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I liked about outside?
What's that?
It wasn't raining.
Right?
It wasn't raining.
It's like a normal Thursday.
With lots of fog.
It's a normal California winter Thursday.
Lots of fog.
Lots of fog. Beautiful sunrise. Did you see it when you were coming in?
The sunrise?
Oh, it's like
no.
The sky.
I couldn't see it. I didn't think it was all fog.
It's like scattered clouds with just like this beautiful orangish bronze.
So let me ask you a question. Yeah. So last night, when you're outside checking out the skies, so there was a weird glowing at like 7:30.
I blame Elon Musk. It's got to be an Elon thing.
It had to be.
I have no idea.
It was bizarre.
I didn't see it. So it was a weird glow?
Yeah.
Like the whole sky?
Like the whole sky. So it should have been, I mean, what is it getting dark now? At 4:30, 5 o'clock? So I rolled into town probably about 6:30, and I'm literally coming this direction. Actually, I came this direction. And right over here, it was just all black skies except for just like this little blue. It almost looked like it was the clouds, but behind it was like the skies, the blue skies coming through. But I'm thinking to myself, kept looking at my God, going, wait, this can't be right.
Interesting.
It was really weird.
I took the dogs out, and I did notice there were a few raindrops around that time.
Yeah,
I mean, I didn't notice anything about the sky being weird. What hallucinogens were you on?
I was on 4 counts of mushrooms, 2 aspirins, an ibuprofen, and some random blue pill I found. I don't know, but I couldn't turn my steering wheel.
Perfect. I just got that. Holy smokes.
But yeah, it was wild.
Are you a Viagra guy? Can we talk about that?
No, but I want to try it.
You do?
I really do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I do. I think it would be, because everybody always says, hey, the blue pill. And I'm like, all right, why not?
Is Viagra still a thing?
I don't know. They always have those little commercials that say, doctor prescribed or whatever. Yeah. You don't need a doctor's blah, 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 calling for, samples. So maybe we should get some.
The one I always see is Cialis. What is Cialis? Is that Viagra? Eric, do we know what Cialis is?
Maybe it's the same kind. It's just another. It's like Bud Light and Coors Light.
Is it
possibly? Yeah, but that would be fun to try.
Oh, man. Yeah, no,
is that anything like mixing up?
No necesito ahora. That means I don't need it right now.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't speak Spanish at home. Yeah. So you saw the sky. The bigger question is, tell me about this 4-day lack of not being able to relieve yourself.
Man,
we're in day 12.
My wife loves this part of the show, by the way.
We're in day 12 of our health journey for 2023. Yeah. Randy has disclosed that he has not been able to
absolutely
go healthy number 2 in quite a minute. Tell me about your diet. What are you doing?
Man, it's actually pretty good. It's proteins, it's vegetables, it's all the good stuff. It's water. Mm-hmm. I do drink a lot of coffee. I mean, we're talking like probably a unnatural amount of coffee.
Okay.
I start drinking coffee at like 4:30 in the morning.
Are you a nicotine guy? Do you do nicotine at all?
No,
your wife's watching. You're probably not allowed to say.
No, I do. Well, Eric has those nicotine things.
Oh, throw him under the bus.
Those things wire me out.
Okay,
it's like in a rush, and then I have to kind of start to walk myself off the heart attack, ledge. But
all of those things kind of trigger a little reaction down below for me.
You got to.
So
you got to.
Yeah, I mean
alcohol.
I've been doing a lot of vegetable broth and turkey broth and a lot of broths and I feel like I'm flushing out pretty good right now. But I'm also drinking a gallon of water.
Yeah.
So I would suggest increasing that water intake.
Yeah, I'm not sure because the water doesn't pass through the same pathways.
No, but it just kind of loosens it up. What kind of exercise are you doing?
Treadmill in the morning right now.
Okay.
Treadmill in the morning.
And you're still not able to shake it, huh?
That's a key word.
It loose.
Shake it loose.
Oh my gosh! Why don't you try doing
guys? Right now, we are talking about the greatest moment of the first part of the year, and Mike loves to bring the information to the light of the people.
I'm so excited for the day where you come in with a bright smile on your face and you're just like,
guess what? I'm going to take pictures.
Dude, yeah, please. Yeah. Try my last piece of advice would be to just try what dogs do. Maybe go outside and sniff the ground.
I'm going on, if you ever had cabbage and ate a lot of cabbage soup.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going on that thing. I'm going to go on all I can eat cabbage soup.
When I lived in Hollywood, my roommates would make fun of me because I would do this cabbage soup diet and the entire apartment would smell. It smelled like a third world country prison. Like it was just terrible. So
cabbage soup is not that bad. I mean, it's actually really good. You
do like a little tomato base.
I do everything. So have you ever heard of there's a military diet that my wife and I get on there. So it kind of just, that's what I probably should have started with at the beginning of the year, but it kind of like kicks you into the whole, eating right, all that stuff, exercising, because it's basically 3 days of what the military, eats, which is hardly anything, like 2 crackers, a piece of cheese, a salami, you get to sniff an egg, and, just very, very little stuff. But the one thing is there's the cabbage soup. You can have as much cabbage as you want.
Interesting.
And so during this diet, this phase, you eat your cabbage soup, you can little cups or here or whatever. But then throughout the day, the morning, the afternoon, the evening, it tells you, you get to have 3 crackers. So what I did is the first time I went to Trader Joe's, and they didn't tell you how big the crackers were. So I went there and found the biggest cracker I could find.
Sure.
Yeah, I found crackers like this big, right?
That's pizza crust.
Whatever. It said cracker. So I got my cracker, and then I got 1 potato. So I went there and I found the biggest, baddest potato. I found everything as big as I could find. But the other thing was you can eat as much cabbage soup as you want.
Okay.
So I diced this cabbage soup up. I mean, it was really good. I guess after 2 days of not eating much at all, anything's going to taste and smell good.
Right.
And I ate and I kept eating that.
Ooh.
And it was like I was going in for a colonoscopy the next day.
Cleaning out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I did not know that. So.
All right, so here's 9 impressive health benefits of cabbage. Ready?
Yes.
It's packed with nutrients.
Perfect.
Keeps inflammation in check. Has a ton of vitamin C. Improves digestion. That's what we're talking about.
That definitely does that.
That one right there. May help your heart. May lower your blood pressure.
Woo!
Cholesterol. And it's a ton of vitamin K, whatever that does.
I know, right?
Yeah, vitamin K.
So that's what we need. All that stuff we need. Lower blood pressure, med.
Right.
Got to get, the heart healthy.
So
and
go get cabbage today.
I'm going to get it.
You got to drink it tonight.
I'm going to make it.
Tomorrow's Friday. You'll be a new man.
Should I bring in some cabbage soup?
Dude, I'll drink it on the air.
Hey, you should buy some milk of magnesia.
Milk of magnesia?
Yeah, that'll blow you out.
Oh, gosh. All right. Yeah.
All right, let's move on.
We're talking about...
Let's move on.
Okay, Randy is... hey, Eric, can we throw up a graphic on the screen that just says like day 4 poop watch? Day 4, Randy poop watch.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Today's day 4. Tomorrow's day 5. Hopefully
Mike.
Hopefully we don't make it.
Mike's opening up a can over here because I'm gonna have some armor the next time.
Dear Lord, bring him a bomb cyclone tonight, Lord. No. Okay, so let's move on. Stories in the news this morning. National headlines. We won't spend too much time on this.
Yes.
It's funny because you start to read all this national news or listen to the national news, and there's like 4 sides to every story.
Right.
Depends
on which news you're reading.
Oh, dude, I'll just read the headlines. I just Googled the Biden story, right?
Yeah.
The second batch of documents found this Biden documents thing, right?
In his old office during the Obama administration.
Yeah, he's got another office.
So nobody cleaned out between the Obama administration and now?
Dude, our government is so big, we're probably still paying rent on that for him from 5 years ago, right? It's just like, That's how like the DMV.
Yeah.
Right? They don't know what the left hand's doing the right hand. Anyways,
It's crazy.
This document thing, basically the headline, depending on where you read it, CBS is saying U.S. attorney reviewing documents marked as classified, found in Biden think tank. Fox News, Biden mocked over newly discovered second batch of documents. The Washington Post, second search yields additional documents. Jimmy Kimmel jokes about documents. USA Today questions the documents. Like, American people are so confused as to what's what. So,
well, here's a thought. All right, but they spend so much damn time on this. Both sides, everybody, they spend so much time on stupid stuff like this. How about let's get back to the purpose of what they're doing?
Right.
Let's run this damn country. Let's figure out why we're all have no money and no health insurance and all that stuff. Let's get to that stuff.
Cue the national anthem behind Randy's.
Right?
Let me put a soapbox.
Yeah, dude. I'm tired.
I, Randy Doty.
Yes.
Do hereby.
I'm gonna be like John Dutton. I'm running for Dublin governor, and I'm for progress, and not for progress. And damn it, I'm gonna take you to the train station,
dude. If we had John Dutton running our country, what a world we would live in.
We should get shirts like the Rip and Dutton. Rip and Dutton for 2024.
Dutton 24.
Yep, Dutton 24.
Does anyone know Rip's last name?
No, but you know what? I would rather have Beth Dutton as the vice president.
Oh, I would go with the brother.
Jamie? Oh God, dude! Oh, you look like Jamie.
I love Jamie.
Is it because you look like him?
Dude, I don't know.
Listen, please? Tomorrow, will you come into studio with your hair waxed over and in a suit?
Oh man,
and
that's
cowboy
hilarious.
boots.
Jamie Dutton. Okay, let's predict how he dies. Rip Wheeler. Thank you, Tony. Tony gives us So Dutton Wheeler, 24. Let's get those shirts made. Are they made yet? I'm sure they are.
Yeah,
they've got to be made.
We're gonna make our own one with our "What's Up North County" logo on the back.
The Wunk.
Yeah, so that way people can buy those and support what we're doing. We're pushing.
Dodie Brady, 24.
I like it.
Dude,
I like it, but I'll be like the John Dutton, and you can be like the Jamie.
Jamie
Dutton. It'll be Dutton. It'll be the Dutton. It'll be the Dodie Brady / Duttons.
Okay.
Yeah, or we can merge Dutton and Brady together, or Dodie and Brady together. What would you call that?
Dobie?
Dobie? Not
Dobie,
Dobie.
24.
Not Dobie. You don't have a Dobie.
Dodie.
It's just
Dodie.
How about
Dodie?
Dodady.
This is
Do-rady.
Anyways, the point of the entire conversation was our government has so many things going on both sides, whether it's the Biden classified documents or the Santos congressman lying about his resume or whatever. It's just total distractions from the things that they were elected to do.
They were elected to do 45 years ago.
Running the country.
Okay, let's get stuff done.
Right? Exactly.
I threw that out there.
You said the S word.
No, I said ships.
We can do ships done. All right. Anyways, moving on. Other big news, sad news to report in the rock and roll world. A gentleman by the name of Jeff Beck, who was 78 years old. He was a pioneer in the rock and roll revolution. Jeff Beck, 78-year-old guitar player, came out of a band. He replaced Eric Clapton in the mid 60s in a band called the Yardbirds. The Yardbirds is famously known for having Jeff Beck, Eric Clapton, and Jimmy Page, which was Led Zeppelin's guitar player. So Jeff Beck, dead at 78 years old. He contracted bacterial meningitis.
Oh,
and that was something that
that's in the head, right? That's the brain.
He went into the hospital and ended up passing away. And so Jeff Beck, most recently, he's obviously known for being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, playing guitar for everybody from Rod Stewart to last year he played on tour with Johnny Depp. I mean, he's just, if you are a music...
Oh, and so Johnny Depp, what's his band?
There's Jeff Beck right there. Johnny Depp has a bunch of bands. I
Really?
don't even know. Yeah.
Huh.
But Jeff Beck is
That guy's 78 years old?
78.
Wow, look at his hair. It's so black.
Let's see. And what happens is these rock and rollers, they live hard like early on.
Yeah.
And then about 35 years old, they figure out like it's not sustainable. And then they go completely the other way. And it's just like cabbage soup diet for the rest of their life.
They party on and then they hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Jeff Beck, 78 years old, unfortunately passed away. And he is a legend. And you will peruse the internet and you'd be shocked to see if anybody in the music industry isn't saddened by the loss of that legend. So Jeff Beck, rest in peace. That's so sad.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I wish I could play the guitar.
Oh, dude.
I tried.
Jeff Beck was a master. He had this, well, first off, he played the meanest, like, dirty guitar riffs in the late mid 60s, but then he went off into this kind of jazz fusion rock phase. And it was just, I mean, it's a little out of this world, some of his stuff, but beautiful.
Nice.
Beautiful, beautiful. And if you want to play guitar, I've got an extra one, so let me know.
I've already that ship's already sailed.
That would be a good YouTube show. Just watching Randy try to learn
my fingers.
one chord.
My fingers
Just
don't
one
work.
chord.
My fingers don't work.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me see your fingers. Oh yeah, short, stubby fingers.
Yeah, these things I couldn't. Like I said, I was gonna be in a band. I started the whole thing. Got a guitar. Got the amp. Got everything. Yeah. I was gonna be a rock and roll star, and I just couldn't get. I think I could play like 3 chords. If they had a guitar with one string, I'd be down.
They do. I'll bring in footage of this.
A guitar with one string?
This guy that plays this one string guitar, I forget his name. I think it's like One String Willie or something, but he's phenomenal. I'll bring footage in tomorrow because he's fun to watch.
Yeah,
and this is right up your alley.
Yeah, Guitar Hero. I'm in for that. I could slay Guitar
it's just
Hero.
Colors, right?
It's ding 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 ding.
Mm-hmm.
So anybody can play that,
ding,
but I
ding,
slayed
ding,
it.
ding, ding.
I slayed it, dude.
I just have this vision of you and your boys playing Guitar Hero like all day, every day. Is that? Do you play video games with them?
Hell no, those things are way past my education level, man. Their thing is like 19 buttons. And they come out, Dad, let's play this. And I'm like, okay. When I played, I had a button here and a button here, maybe here.
A joystick. When you played, you had a joystick.
I had
one button.
I can't do both at the same time. I can't do both at the same time. I can't turn this and hit that button.
Wasn't that Atari?
Yeah,
you had
Atari.
A joystick and a button.
Yeah.
That was it.
Oh yeah, Atari, wow. And then came out the Nintendo, which we still have that. We roll out Excite Bike and Pitfall and all that stuff every now and then. I have to give the boys a little lesson, and then we go up to their room and they give me a lesson on, Call of Duty. And I just like, where'd I get shot from?
The thing that trips me out is these kids, not only are they playing on their console with 18 buttons.
Yeah.
They've also got their laptop open.
Right.
Doing their chat on their Discord. And then they've got their headset on and they're broadcasting to Twitch. Like it's all going on at once. And it's like, I'm just trying to jump over the mushroom before I die, right?
Oh yeah,
it's just so advanced now.
Well, Robbie met some kids from Utah playing the game, and they came down last summer.
No way.
Yeah, there's 4 of them, and Robbie told me about this and told us about this, and they're like, oh, so and so and so and so coming down from Utah, and it's like, okay, who are these guys? They're like, oh, we met them playing Call of Duty or whatever. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, they're coming down, and they want to stay here. I'm like, okay, hold on now. Okay, this sounds like going to be a news alert, for California of some slain family. But these guys came down and they're super cool, and the kids were just
had a blast.
They had.
Was it awkward?
It was just kind of like when they came in, I'm thinking, okay, like these 40-year-old dudes are going to come rolling in, transvestites. I'm not even sure,
Holy smokes.
Because he met somebody on the internet, but like I said, they were super cool. There was 4 of them. 3 of them, and they were very, very good guys. Okay, so then Robbie went up there last summer and went and stayed with them.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and so then now they have his friendship.
This is why the internet's amazing.
It's pretty cool, but it's
social
still
media
kind of trippy.
Rad. I love it.
It's still kind of trippy though. You think about that stuff.
Totally trippy.
But he went up there and they went up to Utah. Apparently, the dad and parents are they have this mansion of a house. The dad does like this medical sales. The bathroom, the toilet paper is all automated.
Oh.
So you don't even go like this. You just tell it you want some toilet paper and it's like,
That's
it's all,
cool.
everything is voice activated through the house. Pretty wicked. So yeah, so maybe we should build some friends on social media and meet up with them.
I love that. Well, that's cool. Utah, I wouldn't expect has that kind of technology available in multi-million-dollar mansions, but I think it's a beautiful place, and really smart people like to buy a lot of property. And like Jeff Bezos owns this ranch in Texas that's like a gajillion acres. I'm sure that's probably like the stuff that he has at his house, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
I would imagine anything from Amazon.
You think John Dutton would have that at his house?
Nowadays?
No, he wouldn't have it. He'd just be like, Beth, go get us some toilet paper.
Daddy,
go get me toilet paper.
we're going to kill them for toilet paper if they don't give it to us.
I heard that Kevin Costner is miserable to work with. Who did I hear that from?
I've heard that in the past.
Really?
I've heard that with the Dances with Wolves.
Oh.
Which was a big
now you're showing
movie.
Your age.
Why? I didn't even watch the movie.
Really? That's an old movie.
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
Now, if you want to go to the old movies, you go back to like the old Westerns and stuff like that. But Lonesome Dove.
Okay.
That's a good one.
All right, let's move on. We somehow got into gaming and who knows what else. We've got a lot of stories to cover today.
Yeah.
We have a guest coming on in about 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, so we got Lori Bryant with SLO County News. So she's going to call in and give us a little update of what's happening here, what she sees. So she has a really big Facebook page and following. She has quite a few administrators that monitor the page and give insight of road closures, what news, anything that we should be aware of. So she's going to come on and tell us a little bit about what's happening up here in the North County.
Yeah, so SLO County News is a Facebook group. It's a public group. Anybody can join. It's got 24,000 members, and it's probably one of the most active posters on my feed, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's always
out.
She posted 8 minutes ago a news release about a fatal traffic collision in Grover Beach last night. Okay, so she's all about it. She's just constantly giving news to the community.
So not just her. So she's got people like her. So she's Paso. She's got people in Atascadero. She's got people over on the coast.
Okay.
She's got people in San Luis. So she's got people. There's people all over that. So there's it's not just her. So she's actually built this. She told me yesterday that in just the last couple of days from the storm and stuff like that, they've gained like over 2,000 followers.
Wow, that's crazy.
Just in the last couple of days. So they sit there and feed a lot of information and a lot of, stuff. So she's going to give us the insight of what's happening, here in Paso Robles and San Miguel and anything that she knows. So Lori, be ready. Calling in 5 minutes.
And I hope that we can use this platform, the What's Up North County page and group, because all we want to do is kind of collect all of this data from all of these sources, SLO County News, Paso Robles Incidents in Action, all of these news sources, KSBY, right? And let's just compile it all and dump it onto our page, because that's just another sounding board or vehicle that we can get information out to people.
Yeah,
right?
so it's a vehicle. You say a source of information. You never hear about things.
Totally. No,
so like you sit there and read through all the different pages, and people are asking about, is this open or is that open? Like 13th Street Bridge. Okay.
Yeah.
So that was a great example. So the day before yesterday, 13th Street Bridge or Tuesday. What day were we in? Tuesday or Monday?
Today's Thursday.
Okay. So then maybe it was anyways. 13th Street Bridge was closed. It was Monday because we had the fire chief's tornado on Monday.
Okay.
So Tuesday, it was supposed to be closed because of the hydro storm. The National Weather Center basically said, close your bridges down. Anyways, but I saw on Facebook that the 13th Street Bridge was opened. But had I not seen that, I would just assume that the 13th Street Bridge was closed still.
Yeah.
So there's no North County information. So hopefully we can do that.
Yeah. And I'm surprised throughout the day when when there's such big stories happening, I'm surprised that throughout the day we don't have local news outlets, the traditional news outlets, radio, TV, that are breaking in and broadcasting real time.
I don't think they do that.
I think it just comes down to their corporate dollars now that are controlled.
Totally. Everybody's corporate controlled.
All of that stuff. Right?
Everything's corporate controlled. I mean, with the exception of probably your, KPRL in the morning.
You know what's not corporate controlled? John Dutton.
John Dutton is not corporate controlled.
Dude.
No.
Dutton Doty, 24.
Dutton Brady.
Dutton Brady. No.
Dutton Brady.
No. All right.
Like mutton busting.
So I'm on Slow County News Facebook page right now. 15 minutes ago, she posted a picture of what the Salinas Valley looks like. And what's interesting is it's still completely flooded. I know it's a little to the north of us, but it's interesting because there's a national news story that's breaking this morning on MSNBC and NBC. And the headline is "Floods Threaten to Turn Coastal California Towns into an Island." And literally, the story is about local officials warning parts of Monterey Peninsula in Northern California could be cut off from the rest of the state. And literally, what's happening is it's creating an island in Watsonville, right? This flooding, the Pacific Ocean is coming in on one side. The Salinas River's coming in on the other side. The Pacific Ocean is overflowing. Salinas River's overflowing. There's this little pocket, this little area right over by Watsonville that's literally becoming an island, or it is an island right now. And so Lori Bryant from Slow County News posted a picture 15 minutes ago that was the exact same thing happened in 1995, and there's an aerial shot of it. And
I believe that.
This is nothing new, and it's interesting that I guess it's a 30-year kind of difference between the two, more or less, right?
Yeah.
And so you figure, well, it's going to happen every 30 years. It'll never happen again. Well, it happened again, and here we are.
Well, you get changes, you get development, you get low levels get risen up, so then it pushes the water and everything to the other levels, so it changes the direction of the water and the rivers and the creeks and stuff like that to different areas that hadn't been flooded before.
They're saying the waters are expected to rise to flood stage by midday Thursday. They're still rising.
Water's still coming in.
This water's still coming out of Santa Margarita.
Right. 112%.
Is it what's that this morning?
It's definitely lower than that, but it's still at 100%, and they got those floodgates open.
I want to look and see. It's got to be reservoirs,
which is still why the Salinas River is flowing the way that it is, because of the fact that we got
so it's gone down. It's at 106% this morning.
It's gone down.
Can we see that? We can't there.
That's still pretty substantial.
Yeah. So 106%, but all of that water continues to just push north.
Yeah. It's going down. I mean, I went down to the river yesterday. Look at this. So this
is that you?
No.
Are you on a horse? You are John Dutton.
I am John Dutton. I'm the guy over there with over there.
Shorts on.
This is like a bad episode of 1883. What is this?
I'm over there in the saloon to the far right. But these are the horses that were in the arena in Oceano, Los Osos area.
Oh, yeah.
And they were just hanging out, and they're up to their neck in water. So
Randy, just for those of you keeping score at home, Randy just said Oceano, Los Osos area.
Yeah.
Like they're neighboring.
Right next to each other.
Nowhere near each other.
They're right on the beach.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You didn't know that?
No.
Oceano
is south.
Right. And Los Osos.
Los Osos is north.
They're still on the beach.
Yeah, but there's a big thing.
I know, Mike, but you're taking geography and you're stretching it out.
I'm just trying to gauge where those horses were. Were they in Oceano or were they?
They were in San Luis County.
They share sand.
They're sand. Did you see the sand behind them?
Sand.
They're in the dunes.
Yeah.
They're in the dunes. They're probably
sense.
at Glamis.
That makes sense. Okay, the Glamis, yeah.
Glamis dunes.
Ocotillo Wells.
With the ocean.
On Ocotillo.
Yeah, okay. Absolutely.
Nowhere near.
So,
anyways, so the water's continuing to push north, and that's obviously just playing into how hard it is, these efforts to recover and find this missing boy, right? Kyle Doan is still missing.
Yep.
The search still continues this morning. It's international headlines at this point.
Yep.
We're continuing to have hundreds of volunteers and hundreds of law enforcement. I read a story yesterday. Actually, SLO County Sheriff's put out a press release last night saying that they've got support coming from Sacramento. They've got support coming from the federal.
Yeah, National Guard's here.
National Guard.
Yep.
Like it's an all-out search.
All right, we got Lori coming in.
Okay, Lori.
All right, guys.
Lori Bryant from SLO County News Facebook page is
Hey,
joining
Lori, good
us.
morning. Lori, can you hear me?
Yep.
Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Brew Show on What's Up North County.
How you doing, Randy?
We're doing good. We're doing good. So just to let you know that you are live on our show right now, that you're probably watching, and we appreciate you calling in. So tell us a little bit real quick. Just give us a brief explanation of what SLO County News is.
SLO County News is a Facebook wall that tries to get news out to our people on this side of the grade, although we have expanded to the other side of the grade because we've got some good mods and admins over there as well, and the coast. So what we try to do is get out breaking news from CHP, traffic, that kind of stuff that affects our area. As you know, it's not covered well by regular news. We don't have, instant news like we should. But so what we did was we just pulled this wall together. We have no politics talk, none of that. It's just to get the news out so that our residents can have some sort of sense of safety and knowledge of what is going on.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to have you on and pick your brain a little bit of what's going on out there. We've already been noticing that you've already been out taking some pictures and putting some news out. So why don't you go ahead and fill us in on what's happening here in the North County?
So North County today seems a lot calmer, obviously, but I don't think that's going to last. I think this next rainfall over the weekend is going to get us again. We still have a lot of roads that are out. We posted it on our wall of how to get to those. There's a lot of mud. There's a lot of potholes out there. There's some still really dangerous conditions. I don't know all of the streets by heart. The Caltrans site has not updated for this morning yet. But most of the thoroughways like 41 and all that, they're all open again, but they are slick. There is a lot of mud. There is a lot of potholes. So just be safe.
So Lori, what do we know about, like, say, North River Road, Airport Road, any of those that were under some serious water the last few days? Have those been open that you know of, or are those still closed down?
They have not reported yet this morning. As of yesterday afternoon, when I went down there, North River Road was still closed to thorough traffic. There was some huge mudslides, and the road was in bad condition. I only went as far as Viborg's,
okay, on
north, and then Lene Road down here on Creston and El Pomar, or Lene Road did wash out. That overcross that you go across, that's washed out. Creston and El Pomar is still closed because their bridge is out.
Wow.
What did you ask me? Oh, Navajo to 13th. They were cleaning that yesterday afternoon, but I did not hear that has opened up either.
Wow. What about anything like a Atascadero? I mean, as far as like Atascadero was hit pretty hard with a lot of water in the creek overflowing. Do we know anything about Atascadero's roads?
The villagers sent in a bunch of pictures on Atascadero, and it didn't look good either. I haven't personally been to Atascadero yet. What I saw was that a lot of where the creek is, especially, there was a lot of damage. There was a lot of roads that were closed. But again, it's hard to get rural information on the internet, and that's pretty much what we have to. That's what we rely on, and we also rely on the villagers. They're the ones that send in the stuff. There was a lot of trees that went down in Atascadero. Even yesterday, trees were falling still.
Yeah, we
So
got
again, just if you have to come in, you have to be really careful and not rely on us and not rely on the news to tell you what's done and what's bad.
Yeah. What about traffic? Are you seeing any traffic accidents, or is
No, none yet. No traffic accidents yet.
okay?
But that's by I'm listening to the scanner and I'm listening to Chip. I'm watching Chip, and there has been no reported accidents as of yet. But again, we're just now everybody's starting to go in, and that's when it'll start picking up.
And the sheriff departments are overloaded right now with everything that they're doing in the rural areas of the San Luis County, correct?
The sheriff department is doing the huge search that we know about for the little boy, for Kyle. And the sheriff's department is also responding all over the place. They're doing the same thing. CHP, they have all the responders have been going nonstop since Monday.
Wow.
The scanner has not stopped going, and it's all the way from us all the way to Napomo and Santa Maria and Santa Barbara. They're responding to help too, so they're inundated. Thankfully, the National Guard is responding to the search. That'll be a big help. But all of our responders, the PG&E, every responder that we know of, post office, all those people have been going nonstop since Monday.
Awesome. Well, Lori, thank you so much for calling in and giving us that update of the North County. And hopefully we can touch in with you tomorrow morning also and see what today brings and what other news that we should get out to our viewers.
You got it. Have a wonderful day and be safe.
All right, Lori. Thank you again. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, that was Lori Bryant with SLO County News on Facebook. So make sure you follow her. She got all kinds of great news and updates of the North County and what's happening. So that way you guys can stay safe and sound.
And this is interesting because, people like that, that's what makes this world so awesome, right? She devotes this time to this page, probably not paid, or if she is, it's probably not much.
All volunteers.
All volunteers. Right. And this is how she just is serving what is it? She's serving something greater than herself. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's so freaking critical to longevity in life and happiness and fulfillment, like just being able to devote yourself to something greater than you. So props to you, Lori Bryant. I think it's a beautiful thing that you're doing.
Oh yeah.
I think it's awesome. And it's such a big help to our community, and it provides so much value. So very cool.
Well, she said it, you said it. The key question, the key answer was that, we don't get alerted to all these different news, and everybody turns to Facebook. Everybody that I know turns to a Facebook page for information.
Absolutely. And so speaking of Facebook, the continued search for Kyle Doan, there's been a Facebook page created. And the Facebook page
Brings
is
Kyle home.
It's called Bring Kyle Home.
Yep.
And it's a cool place that everybody could just post what's going on and how they're helping
and where they're searching.
Where they're searching. There's a map that went up this morning on that page that shows this area that they're searching. It's called the what is that area called? The Big Sandy area, and you said it's north of San Miguel area, and so they've got it today mapped out of the area that they're going to search, and so this is all volunteers, I think, that are doing that.
Tons of volunteers.
People are bringing food. In Heritage Ranch, they're doing a collection of food and donations for the family. There's somebody also that posted on that page, Melanie Greer from Santellian Winery posted. They're offering volunteers and first responders a place to come rest and eat for anybody that's helping out with the search. And again, this is what it's unfortunate that the tragic circumstances like this are what brings us together and brings unity and community to this world. But boy, when shit hits the fan, like, we really know how to respond and help each other, don't we?
Yeah, and that's what makes the North County so bitchin' is the fact that it does happen like this.
Yeah.
And we need more of it. And we need it more in not the tragic events. We just need it in just regular everyday life. I mean, we're all in that same game, man. Every day we wake up, we hustle, we we bustle, we try to keep our family safe, and we all have the same end goal, you know. And so it doesn't matter. It shouldn't have to be a tragic event for everybody to come together and act like, you know, normal humans that, you know, care for each other.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
So,
And you know, I read a study that came over. I saw it again because we're looking for news stories to report to everybody, right? But the story I saw this morning was a new study came out. The best medicine for curing depression and anxiety.
alcohol.
No, jeez.
Because I'm depressed, Mike. I'm depressed.
No, it's kindness.
I believe that.
And if you think about it, like, this is what it's about, right? These people that are devoting their time and energy to helping other people, they're displaying kindness, right? And so that is only helping them. Like, it's a medicine. It's
internal.
It's an internal medicine that we're giving ourselves by serving and being kind to other people.
You know what? And so you always hear about this. You always hear people like going through the you know, coffee line and stuff like that, buying the guy behind him. They're like, "What? Oh, so you just bought me coffee?" I mean, and you don't. Nothing's ever, you know, at least on my part, it's not like, I don't expect thank yous. I just do it just to do things. And I was out in the restaurant. I can't remember who with, but these soldiers come in.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're hanging out there, you know, it's late. We're partying, having some cocktails back
Randy
in those days.
partying.
I love those days. Hold on. Okay. So I'm back. But so I told the waitress, I said, "Hey, whatever they get," I said, "I'm buying." Right. And so, so afterwards they get, you know, tally up and they come up, they're like, "Hey man, thank you. You know, thank you for that. I really appreciate that." I'm like, "Oh, no big deal." He's like, "Man, that was our first, you know, thing we had." I forget where I was at. I think I was at Cool Lands. I'm always at Cool Lands, but it was such a great, you know, feeling to where it's like, and it had nothing to do with anything other than, you know, hey, these guys are working their ass off for us, for me.
It's the least you could do.
You know, at least we could do, you know? And so it was really cool to just, you know, to be able to do that.
That
you
is
know?
awesome.
And it was, so they would, let me segue into, so I met the Royal Army.
I was just say, speaking of armies, what is this I hear? You're like flying jets or something?
No.
What is going on?
No. So
the British Royal Army, stay clear of this gentleman. What? Okay, so you went out there.
Yeah, so yesterday,
look at that.
So I get a call yesterday from Leslie at
You don't
the
even know
courthouse.
how to operate a cell phone.
Oh my God, dude.
Do you know what any of those buttons do?
This seat, when he put me in that seat, it was over there next to the wall,
right,
and back behind me, and it went. No
way!
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
Holy
it was crazy. And so they took me into the Royal Air Force. This is a parachute plane. So those seats right there, they took this from Great Britain.
That looks like a scene from Austin Powers.
Those seats are not comfortable.
Wow.
They had to ride in that. So I wish, oh man. So Chris, which is the gentleman that was giving me the tour and we went into the plane and stuff, he said there was 7 guys. So these guys are over here at
are we allowed to show these pictures?
Yeah, he said just tread lightly. So
just go fast.
But so yeah, the Royal Air Force.
Wow.
Right? I know. So I'm like, because I'm sitting there, because I'm having a meeting with them. I'm looking at that plane. They're talking. I don't even know what they're talking about. I'm like, man, I really want to get on that plane. I'm like, can you guys just let me in on that plane? They're like, yeah, you want to go in? I'm like, hell yeah, I do. And so we went in there and I'm like, give me the tour. Everything's really, wicked. The cockpit in there is like just buttons everywhere. And it's all autopilot.
He said cock.
He said cockpit. But it's all ran by autopilot. There's like this little doohickey that goes in front of you that way you can see at nighttime and stuff. Wow. It's really, really crazy. So then we went back in the back there. And so I'm like, hey, I'm going to sit down in this chair. He's like, yeah, no problem. I sat down and it was literally like sitting on this, like that. And I'm like, this is what you guys have to sit on?
And they fly across the country?
They flew that from Britain to here. And I'm like, dude, this is crazy. And he's like, so they put up hammocks. They had hammocks strung across.
While they're flying?
While they were flying.
Cool.
And that's how they rode from Great Britain over to here. They stopped in anyways, but it was insane.
Did you ask him about the royal family?
I did not get into that.
Dude, I
did not get into that.
We need to do another show on the royal family.
But we'll get the guys on.
We should get them on.
But you know what he did say? He said, because when he came in, I said, thank you guys for your service. And they're like, oh, no, big. He goes, we don't get this where we're from. He said they do not get the welcoming like they're receiving here in the North County.
Dude, Americans love their troops.
They do, and he goes, thank you. He goes, we go to the poorhouse, we go to the different places, people are buying them drinks, and this and that. He goes, this is not the welcoming that we get.
I used to always see those guys at Pappy McGregor's.
Yep.
Like they would just come in. I mean, because think about it, they don't get very many breaks, right?
Right.
But when they do, I feel like they all pile into one like Ford Taurus. There's like 30 of them, and they show up at Pappy's. And they drink all the Boddingtons.
Yep.
There's like not a drop left in the place.
They get it all.
Yeah, no, that's so cool.
So when you see
that's at Hunter Liggett?
That was out at the airport. So they're here training for 3 months. So basically, there's engineers, there's pilots, and there's parachuters that are paratroopers that are trained they're the tactical. So this is a tactical airplane.
Okay.
So they're making sure that everything moves, everything does right in case when they do go into, wartime and they need everything to operate properly. So they come out here because of the environment, mostly the environment, the terrain of what the North County and our surrounding areas provide. So they can have all those tacticals. They can have the drops in like your, shrubbery and trees and stuff like that. The heat, the weather, and he's like, except for like right now, we're just getting blasted by, the storm. I'm like, well, you and the National Guard might be, going in.
Any chance they're going to take you up one day?
Hell no, I don't go in planes.
Oh, dude,
nope, no way.
You got.
I was nervous just being in that plane.
If they ask you, you have to.
No
go.
way. There's nope. No
really?
Way. I drive around the airport.
You wouldn't even do it for your country?
Hell no.
Oh my gosh.
Have you? No way. So what?
You know what?
Eric, go back to that plane.
That back. You
go
can't
back to
be
that
president.
Plane.
You can't be president.
Go back to that plane. How old do you think this plane is?
I don't know.
Well, give me a guess.
50 years old.
No. It's only 6 years old, but it looks like it's 50 years old. That's exactly what I said.
Don't ask me those kinds of questions. I have no idea.
That's exactly what I said.
I have no concept of time or money. That's my whole thing. Like, if you ask me how much my shoes cost, I'd say $7. I have no idea. So, all right, let's move on. We are done. That's it. The show's over.
Yep.
Let's update real quick. Weather. What are we doing with the storm?
Weather's,
okay. Here we go today.
Again.
Scattered
look
clouds.
At that now.
A high of 65. All right. You know what that means?
Yeah.
What does it mean?
Beer drinking?
No, you could tan your butthole today.
No, let's wait till next week. Wait till next week.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's going to be, you're going to have 3 days of butthole tanning right there.
That's right. Rain comes back over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday and Monday.
But this is that storm. This is that crazy storm that's coming in.
Is this supposed to be the deal?
This is another crazy storm. So be prepared,
Batten
guys.
down the hatches.
Yep.
Put the horses away.
Get the sandbags and
trim your trees.
Yeah.
Clear all the brush.
Yeah.
Get it ready.
Don't go across running water. Don't be dumb.
This weekend is going to be a great weekend to just kind of stay close to home.
Grab a beer.
Safe. Yep.
Yeah, why do I say that?
I know, right? All right. The rest of the day today, you got a couple guests coming on.
We got Nate Santos with Santo Brothers Plumbing.
Boom.
Coming on. So they're a new business here.
I'm sure they're super busy right now.
I'm sure they're getting pounded.
Right?
Absolutely.
Clearing out drainage, all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah. And then we also have Corey Jordan with Laredo Piano Bar down in town. He also has the Amsterdam Coffee Piano Lounge. And so he's going to be coming on and telling us and talking about the great venue that he has here in town, in Paso Robles. And
Corey is this, he's a Paso boy.
Yep.
Great kid. I call him kid because he was a younger brother of a buddy of mine. And he was just a really special kid into motocross, a beautiful piano player, concert pianist, super talented composer, scores of television, movies. I mean, he's done it all, and he's created this place in Paso that is completely out of this world and a world-class piano bar experience.
Oh, he's bringing in Grammy award winners. Dude, he's bringing in top notch. I mean, we're talking level 1 alcohol. Yeah, people coming in.
Alcohol.
I keep referencing that. Can you see I'm deprived?
Somebody get him a drink. All right. Tomorrow you're going to report back. We're going to be on Randy Poop Watch Day 5, and hopefully,
oh man, do not send me text messages of what I need to do, please.
Hopefully, the bomb cyclone has run its course.
There we go.
By then, that's our show.
That's it. All right.
That's it.
Sounds good.
Cheers.
Yes, sir. Good show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, there you have it, guys. Thanks for tuning in to What's Up North County Morning Brew. And as always, we can't do this without you. And we'd like to thank our sponsors, which is Escalar Wines, Wine Travelers Hideaway, Rancho Sestero Meat Cutting, Pillar Real Estate, and 805 Customs. Guys, thanks again. Tune in. We'll see you in the morning.